But yeah, let's dig into your creator corner then. So obviously,
Mhm.
you gave a really great intro to who you are and all of the titles you've managed to acquire. So obviously, head of Web3 ecosystem at Sura Gaming. Do you want to give a quick brief of what Sura Gaming is for people that may not know it? I'm pretty sure everyone here knows it because through the events over the last couple of months with TMA and stuff, we've had to come up against you guys. But do you want to give a quick intro to Sura and just yourself in general?
Yes. Okay, from Sura, it's more than a gaming guild because everyone knows Sura about that. As you mentioned, TMA, we were the top one guild in both play to airdrops, and it's a very competitive guild. But actually, they have like more things like Sura Corp is the real company, and Sura Gaming it's only one of the many projects that they have because they also are investors. They also are help to build or help to transfer a Web2 game to a Web3 game. It's very complete, but I'm going to focus on Web3 gaming. So
Mm-hmm.
Sura Gaming Guild. So we are very competitive. We are a few ambassadors. We create a lot of content in Spanish, Portuguese, and English. And what we do mostly is streams, right? A stream on X, on now on Abstracts, on YouTube, on Twitch. And we help people with guides. We help with going super try hard on games. I think that's the reason for Sura. It's like we are a super try hard guild that we have
Yep.
demonstrated over and over that since Axie Infinity we have doing a lot of great things. And for myself, well, I'm Muke, I'm original. Well, I live in Peru, in South
Okay.
America. I travel a lot to meet my friends around the world on Web3 gaming events and also on gaming itself events. I have been to Gamescom Latam last year. I'm going to Gamescom Latam this year also in Brazil. I also like to cast events with Brian. That I was with him in New York. We were remembering all the Axie Infinity tournaments that we were casting. If it was more than 500 hours, like
Holy shit.
in general for me in general it was like in these 4 years it was like that. And then I make a lot of contents, mainly on video content. I like to do shorts, a lot of shorts, guides on Twitter, on Discord. I'm very active,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, my main goal is to help the community to understand. And one thing that I teach is like the alpha in everything, like what is happening, what we should do, what we should play, what strategy we should do, like any airdrops. That's why they almost everyone of my community knows me.
And how were you first introduced to Ronin? So obviously you're saying that you used to cast Axie and stuff like that, but what got you in the door in Ronin? Like what was the thing that made you get an interest in Web3 gaming? Were you always a gamer, or was it something that you just stumbled across and then you realized you had a passion for it?
Yes, I have been always a gamer since I was a little kid. I have almost every console when I was growing
Okay.
up.
Me too, me
Yes,
too.
and yeah, since Nintendo, like Nintendo 64. Before that, there was another one that I can't recall right now. But I was always playing games, always playing games. So when I was growing up, I made a decision because it was pandemic, right? It was
Hmm.
pandemic. My companies was a little bit stuck with like problems because we cannot work, so we cannot generate revenue. And I have like a free time, and I was looking something to do. So I was playing a Web2 game that is a mobile Web2 game. I was the leader of that guild, and one
Okay.
of my members, he was my captain, told me, hey, there's a game that is a card game that is like Pokemons, and is related to crypto. And I said, wow, actually related to crypto? How is that? Because I am involved in crypto since 2018. I was with Bitcoin. I actually have a job that they paid me on Bitcoin at that time. So
Yo.
I Yes, or I already have the mindset of crypto is the future of decentralized finance and everything. But when they told me, hey, there's a game related to crypto, it's similar to Pokemon, like it's cards, and it's one of my favorite genders of gaming. And I said, hey, yeah, tell me more. What is it about? So it was Axie Infinity, of course. It was Axie. I was in love with the game. I have a lot of fun. I started streaming the game, and that's why I became Twitch partner because I have a lot of audience at that time, and they helped me to achieve this milestone. And that's how I involved to running. And when like weeks come by, and I actually just learned about SLP because I didn't know. I just know that we have to
Ah,
buy three sets, like,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
did. I buy my 3 axis. It was like more than 1,000 US at that time, but I didn't do it like for earning SLP. Just a few weeks later, I understood that SLP was a token that you can do a lot of things with that. For example, breeding, and I start breeding axis. I love that. And then I do my scholarships. In some time, I was having like 50 scholar. So one fun fact is that I never sold my SLP for me. I never sold.
Oh,
So yeah, that's one fun fact because for me Axie was a loss until this moment. Like I invest a lot of money, like a lot. We are talking five digits on Axie
okay.
because I made these scholarships. I buy always the new meta Axie, so it was super expensive. And when the only SLP that like it was the SLP that I give to my scholars. That of course they sell it, but my 50% part, like the one that I got, I never do. The only moment that I changed SLP was for buying another Axie or something related
Yeah,
to
just
improving the game,
reinvesting it. Yeah.
to investing. So yeah, that's the fun part. But actually, I have never been mad to Axie like a lot of people. I'm actually super happy and honored. Like it was my school. It was like a university for me that I was paying university to learn new things. And for me, mentally, I'm in peace. And I always has going to be very grateful to Axie.
For sure. And like, were you streaming before Axie, or was it when you found Axie you started like finding a passion for content creation and streaming, or were you doing this before that?
Mm-hmm. So before Axie, I was creating content like 6 months before Axie, like six
Okay.
months. So I was mainly doing on YouTube. I have a very large page on YouTube. It was impressive because at that time I didn't have like a very good equipment. I only have my mobile phone and that's it. And I record from my mobile and I upload it from that to YouTube. And it was good. It was like a huge success because I had thousands of views on YouTube. And then I started streaming a few weeks before Axie Apex Legends because I also like FPS games. I was
Hmm.
streaming Apex Legends. Then it was Axie. So hey, why I don't stream Axie too, right? And it was that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And like I hear a lot of people once they come up into the creator corner and talk about the impact streaming and making Axie content had, like they were tapping into a whole new obviously group of people, like the crypto side of people, like people that were all wanting to find out information about Axies back in the day because I mean it was new for a lot of people. So if you were out there buying those Axies and making those teams, you were able to make so much content that other people wanted to know about. So like obviously on the next page here we have some of the achievements you earned and stuff like that. So it's very clear that you're getting acknowledgements for the content you've been creating. And like, is your main form of content streaming and video, or are you like, if people are to follow you, which you can obviously do, guys, if you click his tag down here, it will take you to his page, so you can actually follow him. Um, and you know he puts out content and stuff here every I mean almost daily. I always see you come up in the timeline. So is threads more your thing, or are you definitely leaning towards video content for people?
Yeah, my favorite type of content is video. It's like making
Gotcha.
shorts about gameplays and
Yes.
also about like how to do things, right? Like tutorials to starting this game, or how to finish this map, everything. That's my favorite type of
Yeah, it's
content.
the
So
helping
I
kind of
love,
guides.
yes, that's why they call me like professor, also like a professor Hijos. I'm Professor Muke. And
Yeah.
back in the day, when Axie started, like I have my guides to Binance, for example. Here in Latin America, it's allowed. Well, I'm not in Latam right now, but in Latam we use a lot Binance. So how to transfer funds, how to buy Ethereum, how to transfer to running wallet, all these type of contents,
Yeah.
I specialize. Yeah.
No, that's for sure. And like, that's stuff that everyone needs, you know what I mean? Like that's a useful content for everyone, even though it's outside of games and as such. Like this kind of stuff is what people need, especially going into open run and finding out how to do all this kind of stuff. So I think that's actually a good thing for content creators to have on their minds, that they can, like, it doesn't even have to be game related. You can just talk about like blockchain safety or how to transfer funds on the blockchain and stuff like that, and get that information out to people. You need to treat it that people don't know anything about this new space and stuff like that. So that's actually a good point. And then obviously you're saying that you do a lot of game nights that attract a lot of people. I assume that's in the Sura Discord and stuff like that. You're in charge of getting stuff going over there.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. It's in Sura Discord, everything that we do, the game nights, we have good prices and we have very good players. That's why people love to play with us because, for example, in the machines arena, of course, we have very
Yeah.
hardcore gamers and they want to play with us on Forgotten Universe. When it was open, we were super try hard in that game, like a lot of hours. You can always find a party there and things like that, right? So we do that and we have like specific day nights. So tomorrow, every Thursday is our game nights, and people already know the schedule is already fixed, so they can win prizes and have fun, learn about a new game, for example, and that's what we do.
Awesome. And then obviously your content journey, you said I create videos and write threads, not just streams. So yeah, this is what I was trying to get to. So you do make all forms of content, which is like, a huge bonus, because some people find one thing that works for them and then lean into it. But you're clearly like trying to make your content as like, what is the word I'm looking for, varied as possible. Like you're tapping into all the different areas, which is a fantastic skill to be able to do, because I think a lot of people think thread writing is an easy thing to do, but it takes a lot of work to compile very good threads and high quality threads. So it's very impressive that you're actually able to do all of those things. And like, I mean, before we close off, do you have like any tips for creators and stuff, like for people that are maybe wanting to start doing videos and videos and streaming and stuff like that, like getting a schedule down? Do you have anything that people can kind of look for advice wise?
Yes, actually, you have made a very good point. The reason I can do all this stuff is because I'm full time on Web3 gaming. I'm full time.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, I know many people, like many creators, have a job or they're studying, and that's very good. But for me, it's because I have like other incomes. It's like I can do this like full time, and that's why I do a variety of things, right? For example, when I'm traveling, right now, I don't have time to stream, for example. So
Got
that's
you.
why I do Twitter threads, right? Or that's why I do like blog videos, something like that, very very fast. But when I'm like at home, I mainly do streams. I mainly do YouTube videos. And one tip of advice for people who are starting to stream, for example, is like they choose a schedule and they don't do like at the beginning, don't saturate, like don't do a lot of like, "Hey, I'm going to stream every single day and until I success." It's not like that because you're going to get bored. You have to like choose 2 or 3 days a week. Okay, every Tuesday and every Thursday at 8 p.m. I'm going to stream, and
Yes.
for at least for 3 months I'm going to do this schedule, so my community already will know, because it's like a novel. Like every person, maybe they have a novel that starts at certain time. It's the same with us. Like, okay, Muke is going to start at 8 p.m. It's tonight, Tuesday, so I'm going to go, right? It's like that. So that will
You
be
have to
my
build
piece
a
of
habit.
advice. Yeah, exactly. That's the word. To build a habit when you are streaming, and from your streams, you can take the clips, so you can kill two birds with one stone, right? So you stream and then do clips, and then the clips you did it very good, and you upload it to different social media, and then you can do threads, and with your threads you can do the video for YouTube, because you have all the info that you have curate and do the YouTube video, like long form video, right? So that's it. And this is the very best moment to begin as a content creator. If you are new, you
I
want to do
agree.
it, everyone that is here now with open running, we have a lot of opportunities. And personally, I think we need more content creators, because there's going to be a lot of games. Already we have a lot of games. And one thing that I want to finish with this is like, we need specialized content creators, because like there's a new game, for example, I will say, for example, Lumitera. It's not new, but imagine Lumitera is new. They just migrate to running. Imagine that. It's like, we have a lot of content creators that they are going to cover Lumitera, but we are going to have a few that actually go in tryhard in Lumitera, like super tryhard. They're going to grind, they're going to the max level, going to be in the rank on the leaderboard. We have that type of content creators that, because me as a gamer, as a player, when I go to a new game, I always go to Twitch or go to YouTube to find like a person that is in the late game, for example. And when I saw that late game, I said, oh wow, I want to be at that level. So they inspire to more people to play the game. That's at least my point of view. When I
For
start a new
sure.
game, I want to see the late game. So we need that type of content creators that are try hard, so specialized in 1, 2, 3, 4 games, and that's it, but going super try hard.
Actually, before we end, when I saw I can't remember the game that got announced, but it's coming to Ronin. It's a MOBA. It's Arena of Valor or something. I don't know what it's called, but I was immediately thinking that Sura would get involved in that because it's like League of Legends style and stuff like that. Have you guys looked into that yet or anything?
Yes, since they announced, we do the research, and the sad thing is that the ping issues, they don't have
Oh,
Latin
got you.
servers, so we cannot play it hardcore
Yeah.
that game.
No, the second I saw it, like I was like, these guys are going to be all over this. But yeah, no, that's all. Something we need to take into account too is server issues with these games. They don't expand out to everywhere just yet. So hopefully it does, and we can see you guys get active there. Because I think I would like to watch like people that are as competitive as you guys play something like that in the Web3 space. But yeah, before we end off, is there anything people can expect from you this year? Is there any goals that you have personally for yourself that you want to achieve this year? Like we're in February right now, so there's about 10 months left in the year. Is there any things that you are looking forward to yourself as a content creator?
Yes, I want to be a Game 3 Awards that is going to be at Philippines. My goal is to be nominated like the top content creators there. That's why I'm doing bilingual content, right, in English and Spanish. And I want to be there, because if I'm there, it's like I'm going to be the very first Latin America uh, content creator that is nominated on that category, because mainly
Fire.
is only English, right? So
Yeah.
it's like I want to be there to represent Latam community. I want to be in the most of IRL events, and of course, me growing up, I have a thing called Muke Shop. So every reward that I get, I want a percentage go back to my community. It's like an airdrop that I do for my
Yep.
community. So if I grew more, my community grew more. We have a lot of success stories. So I want to Latam to success, because we have a lot of talent. We have a lot of hardcore gamers. We are gamers at heart. It's like most of us, we don't play just for the rewards. We play because it's fun, it's community driven, it's like friendship. we do it for this. So again, thank you, Cammyyy. Thank you, everyone from Moku. I really like it. I really like to meet Hantao IRL. I have met him like in 4 countries, and he's one of my best friends of Web3 gaming. That's what I
No,
want
that's
to finish.
awesome.